And I'm over here talking to myself because it's on mute. And that is the perfect example of why you don't need to have a picture perfect life before, having the time to get to the work that you need to do. All right. I'm going to introduce you guys today to someone who reminds me why the journey itself is sacred, bloopers and all. Okay. Now, she's not a mom yet, but she's doing the work now. So her kids don't have to heal from her later. So we're going to run this intro video and then we're going to jump into it. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Atiba, and I work with ambitious women who want to prioritize deep soul rest without sacrificing productivity so they can achieve inner peace and outer purpose. Now, as a conscious parenting expert, a motherhood coach, and a workplace parent consultant, my work bridges the personal and the professional, but at its core, it's all about one thing: helping women remember their power. So, if you're a woman who's felt disconnected from her body, unsure about motherhood, or overwhelmed by these patterns that you've inherited, then this is your space. So, today's video is all about uprooting survival mode. And trust me, this will change how you see your role as a woman, especially if you're not a mom yet. So, this client, I met them during my friends and family loyalty coaching program. And this was a 12-session wellness initiative I offered last year when I was testing out a new community coaching model. And since graduating, she actually has explored other resources, but she keeps coming back when she needs to be grounded, when she needs some clarity, and when she needs that non-traditional, holistic, root cause kind of support. Now, in our most recent session, she was really feeling overwhelmed mentally and emotionally. She was caught between school stress, work pressure, and the internal weight of dealing with some mental health challenges, including things like ADHD, anxiety, depression, and PTSD. And she said to me basically, like, I know I need to give myself grace, but I'm just not interested in anything, but especially work and school at the time that we talked. And so she said, my boss is just doing too much and not enough at the same damn time. I don't know about you, but I've definitely felt that. And with school, she's just 1 year away from graduating, but it's starting to feel like a trap. And so, she acknowledged that she's come too far to quit, but it's starting to feel like, she's betraying herself a little bit. So, this really wasn't about career or academics. It was about something deeper, right? It was about this fractured relationship with herself. And so, we've done powerful work over time, but today was really about remembering that she's not broken and that, she's just burdened. And when I say today, I mean the conversation that we had, it has, spanned a few days. And so we started this work and she really came to this realization. She hit me up earlier and she's like, you know what? I just realized that I'm not broken. I just got a lot on my plate and I'm feeling really burdened. And so, her inner critic, which we actually named her lone hungry wolf, it just kept demanding perfection from her. And it was asking questions like how and why in these ways that created shame and it caused her to shut down. But, her truth is that this voice of compassion and logic, it really comes from this other side of herself, which we called the baby fox, right? And this is the version of her that's still growing and that needs that compassion and logic. And so the fox really asks different questions, like, where else is this showing up? And what could life look like if she actually gave herself some grace? And so we did a few breathing exercises and some mirror work. And I actually introduced her to my emotional C4 framework, and it allowed her to shift from survival mode, right, which automatically puts us in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, into soul alignment, which really left her feeling calmer, more curious, more creative in her thinking, and more compassionate with herself. And so by the end of our session, she definitely had more clarity, right? We realized that school wasn't the enemy and that it was really a mirror. It was this place in her life that has been trying to show her that she's been tolerating some toxic systems, and not just the academic system, but the emotional system, and even within the family system. Okay. So the real question became, what am I going to keep tolerating, and what am I going to teach my kids when I become a mother? And this is from her perspective. So that question is the beginning of household harmony. And that's why I do this work. It's not just for moms. I definitely have shifted my focus to supporting moms, but it's really about the mothers that women are becoming, right? Even before they give birth. And even if they choose not to have children, they are mothering people and projects and perspectives in their lives. And so if you want me to share what this kind of work could actually look like in your life, then let's have virtual coffee. I'm going to link the calendar for you to book a 30-minute chat with me, or you can always visit one or two of my websites. Nurturology.org is really the place to learn more. And so, speaking of which, actually, I'm putting together a premium creative wellness program, and I need your help. Okay, so we're launching it soon, and I want to make sure that I've included everything that will truly support women like you and like my client in mastering the art of self-mothering. Okay, and this is really going to help to feel more aligned, more whole, and at peace in your body, in your life, and in your purpose. Okay, so if you could do me a quick favor, it'd be super helpful. Just comment below and let me know, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to self-mothering, emotional healing, or nurturing your creative and spiritual power right now. Okay, so if you see yourself in my client's story, or you've been trying to hold it all together in silence, just know this: you don't need to suffer to be strong. Okay, your story will definitely help me to shape this sacred space for women just like you, whether you're child free, an aspiring mother, or simply reclaiming your right to be cared for. All right. Well, until next time, nurture you first and stay sacred. And don't forget, comment below and let me know, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to self-mothering, emotional healing, or nurturing your creative spiritual power right now. Peace.